In general terms, is to develop a computer app for apple growers to determine fruit size at the end of the season or harvest, and to determine sunburn risk as well. So basically the idea is to help growers to understand the growth of their fruit according to seasonality. So every season they have obviously different conditions. If it is a wet season or a dry season, they're going to have different sizes of the fruit. So it will be really good for growers to predict that size of the fruit really early in the season, so they can take decisions in the sense of, imagine that a season is not that good and the fruit size is going to be really small. So that grade of the apples, they're going to go to cider, for example, or juice. So the growers, they can take decisions early in the season to put less fertilizer, do less investment in the crop, and try to save all those resources for the next season, or next seasons that they're going to be perfect to have a higher caliber or size of the fruit. And then when the season is good, obviously they can program better their practices and their management use. So at the end of the season, for example, they need to start looking into exporting the fruit. So they need to buy the boxes, the exporting boxes. So they need to know basically early which size of fruit they're going to obtain. But growers also are really interested in trying to know the variability of the fruit size within the field and within trees as well, to try to do some management to uniform that in that sense. Well, a handheld device, it can be a smartphone or a tablet PC, and then you can put an infrared camera, which they come now, and they're really cheap. They cost around $400. We can predict using the cameras. We can take a picture. What the program does basically is obtain the diameter of the fruit, plug it into the models, and predict the final size of the fruit. So growers, they do some kind of measurements in that sense, but they need to go with ladders, go to the tree and measure with calipers, so it's really annoying. And doing a 3x3, so they usually do sentinel trees, so they determine trees in the field, and then they repeat the data on those trees and the same fruits, basically, so they follow the growth. So with the cameras, basically, you can do it in practical terms. You can do it 3x3, so you can assess the variability of the fruit size in all the trees from your farm, basically, because the process is automatic. So I'm Sigredo Fuentes. I'm from the University of Melbourne. I'm a senior lecturer, and I work in projects related to agricultural, animal, and food sciences.